Hello everyone, good afternoon, BC here. I'm in the Bisimoto headquarters. I was rushing from Orange County. I was hanging out with my friend Ryan from Rywire this morning, helping him with something really cool that you guys will see and view in a couple of days, but I am back here in our home. And Marvin is back there going to town on some cool fabrication stuff, so we're having a great day. Wow, so much love guys. Thank you so much for joining indeed. And today is a great Tech Tuesday. Hello! Purell USA, thank you so much. Purell helped me with this cap right here. Great team of guys, great support. They had a smashing sale this past Cyber Monday, which is amazing, and people loved it. Which is the coolest car here? It depends. In terms of artistry, like crazy artistic work, that red one right there, that red Porsche right there is by Ornamental Conifer. He did this crazy livery on a 935. If you had to get rid of one, what would it be? Honda or Toyota? One brand completely. Toyota, because I don't own it. Bigger 2 Minutes says, could we ever incorporate a turbine to EV vehicles to recycle electricity and utilize less batteries? Turbines aren't extremely efficient to be able to have that happen. So I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. If anything, I see more advances in battery technology, cell technology, and making it more power dense and less heavy. But to put some kind of other mechanism that consumes energy to create energy, as you know, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. I mean, in normal circumstances. Of course, with atomic fission or fusion, that changes a little bit, but typically no, you know? Do you see that Zero EV dropped their CCS fast charging add-on for RAM BMS? Only problem is $4,800. Wow, so for $4,800, I will stay with Chatamo, for real. Chatamo is very cost effective, very simple, easy protocol. I'll probably give Andrew Ewert a call or email to see what his thoughts are on that. But yeah, I love Orion. I was playing with Orion BMSs this morning already, you know. Just finished my F20B Turbo EJ hatch. Super excited to hear spooling noises. Nice, that's a good combination. The F20B is an engine people tend to sleep on. It's very similar to a Prelude in terms of architecture, but much smaller stroke and a lot of opportunity. So much opportunity that we actually make pistons and rods for them, which is pretty nice through our partners. So have fun with that. If you need any more help in going even further, we will be here for you. Which of those cars would you love as a Hot Wheel? So I already have the van up top there as a Hot Wheel. I would say any of the 935s, the red one, the blue one, or even the K3. That'd be great as a Hot Wheel. Hello, Jacob. Good seeing you. When can we get my 930 a shop? Says Huckleberry Feet. I owe you an email, don't I? I've just look at behind me, sir. It's just packed here. It's crazy. I commit to you, sir. I'll get to you before the end of the week. I promise. I promise. Thanks for your patience. It's just been bananas non-stop here. Any more Genesis Coupe love? What Panda for life? I have some components here. I think I talked to BK 2 Minutes about that. I have a stock engine here. I have a sleeved engine that we did some testing on and has a blown head gasket, which can probably let go for really cost effective. You can just deck the head and put in a gasket on, you have a nice built full motor. Except it's a Lambda engine that was converted from GDI to port. So I have another engine here, which I should really give to someone for a very good price. I'm not really using it, so it's pretty cool. Let's see what else. I have a harness for Infinity for that BK engine. I have turbo manifolds. I have so much stuff I'm not using. So if you're a Genesis hardcore guy, especially with the Lambda engine, hit me up. I can probably part with some cool parts for you. You can take advantage of what I have just sitting here. Just waiting for the Unicorn versus Odyssey. You gotta make it happen. Oh, you know, the Unicorn, I'll be honest with you, will spank the Odyssey. Only because the Odyssey is front-wheel drive. The Unicorn is all-wheel drive, I believe. And the bad thing about the van, you guys have seen it at some shows, is it makes a ton of power. It's a V6, very, very powerful, lots of opportunity, lots of potential, sounds great, sounds like a GTR, it's amazing. Spins the tires in any gear, but that's a problem, it spins the tires. It's a front-wheel drive on street tires. Really cool project car, really fun freeway car, but from standing start, that thing just spins tires. Not very, very crazy, you know? What's your next big thing build that'll be something different? I will say this, I will plan on electrifying, and Kovota's here, you may see that. I plan on electrifying a very elegant English vehicle. Also, I have this Caterham next to me, which we need to finish up. And then I am going to build a Porsche as a street car. It's the third car that has no business being on the street. No business at all. It should not even be a street car at all. And it's going to be a street car from here. And people, Porsche guys are going to go, what the heck? Are you crazy? I can't believe you put that on the street. Guys who are not even Porsche guys, like, what kind of car is that? I've never seen anything like that. It is going to be bananas. We are really going to break the internet with this new car, you know? I wish BC could be my dad's car, oh, 94 Mustang with a drift car one day. Oh, build it, you may say. If I could build your dad's car. You never know, I may be able to do that. Is that a K-hatch behind you? Absolutely, baby trauma. It is. Courtesy of our friends from Action Clutch. Rob Dam, Bill, makes my head spin. You know Taft? Rob, someone in this area, I've run into him quite a few events. I love the quality of build that he has there. And the more you look at the car, the more you see. It took him a while to build the car, but well worth it. It is a masterpiece, so I completely agree with you, you know? TK Skate said, how can I make my 997.1 C2S better? I have a competition intake, tune, and exhaust. Well, there's one thing you could do to make that absolutely fantastic, especially if you're a gearbox, if you're a manual gearbox, and that is to boost it. If you boost that M97 engine, which I just put up this weekend, one that I fully built, putting in that Cayman right over there, if you boost that thing on a stock engine, you can get north of 400 wheel reliably, and it is fantastic. Now, if you plan on staying as is, naturally aspirated, it's kind of limited to the things you can do. Everything else has to be to kind of get a better balance with that setup, better suspension, a different clutch, so on and so forth. You've actually addressed a lot of things with the intake, tune, and exhaust. The next step is pressure, if you may, you know? The Porsches you build, are they customer cars or your cars, and what type of racing are they used for, says Simon says 36. It's a combination of the two. So here's what I do, Simon. I'll be completely transparent with you as my family here on Tech2sDay. I build my own passion cars to be able to show the Porsche community what we're capable of. So things like the K3V electric, things like the IROC Porsche that I posted up this morning, things like the blue and yellow 935 M16 back there. It shows our capabilities, and then clients bring cars. So as I can showroom, we have a multitude of vehicles here that are just set up for clients. Even that red one, 935, that was shipped from the UK here to the United States for us to work on, and we did that, and the customer even wants more stuff, which is fantastic. So it's a combination of the two. My customers do everything from drag racing to road racing to street driving to canyon carving to just pure hot boying. So we get the whole full gamut, from racing to show guys. We get it all. I asked about something similar a few streams ago, but I want to 3D scan my engine bay and rear suspension area for an EV conversion. What are my options? Are there scannings as a service companies? Yes, they are, Covolt. You could invest in your own 3D scanner, which could be a pretty penny, but there are quite a few. As a matter of fact, oh, you're up north though. I have a guy, and he may travel. Covolt, send me a DM. I'll connect you with a guy who knows does 3D scanning. He 3D scanned the K3V for us to create this toy with this company called Tetsuma. And he can do wonderful things for it. Extremely accurate. He's an enthusiast as well, so he knows what to look for. And there are large and small drive unit scans online already that exist. You can get the CAD files already for that, but to scan your engine bay, someone can do that. So there are companies that solely their goal is to come out to you, or you bring a vehicle to them or a component to them and they'll scan it for you. Yes, there are quite a few. There are options out there. Those are mine. Please don't give away my stuff. Oh, BKT Minute. I'm not giving them away. I'm partnering with them at a very fair price, cost-effective price. So if you're interested in BKT Minutes, I still have stuff. I have a stock engine, bone stock bottom end for a Lambda GDI. I have a full engine with literally, I think it's one bank. I even wrote on it, one bank. I was really going to town with that. I had an intake exhaust manifold. I'll tell you, this is really crazy experiments I do. I had this exhaust manifold where we purposely placed the wastegate in a location that's not very advantageous, but to allow for good traction off the line so you can launch at low boost and it ramps up even faster than you can electronically by mechanically and combining electronics to it. But I blew a gasket doing an experiment on one pad. I'm like, okay, put that motor out. That was a good experiment. I want something else. And the engine's just sitting here. So the engine literally has an hour, maybe an hour and a half on the dyno, barely broken in. And all it needs is the head pulled, a deck, new gaskets. And I have gaskets here, I think. And it's sleeved, 9-to-1, It's an engine that already is set up for port injection, and it's really cool. It's just sitting here with rods and WPC coated bearings and Tron pistons and valve train. It's a good engine. I should take that and put it in one of these Rolls Royces or something. Anyway, how about extra parts for F-22? I have a stage 2 cam from you and your pistons. Let me know what you need, Flip Dilla. I have a very soft spot for F-22As. My inside is sitting right here. I almost rebuilt the engine this weekend. So I have an engine just sitting. I haven't assembled it. I almost did this weekend, but my schedule got kind of crazy, you know? You should electrify a BRZ. That would be interesting. Any extra parts for F-22B? Yeah, quite a few, actually. I have valve train, camshafts, pistons, rods, bearings, clutches, lubricants for break-in and for regular fill. I have quite a few things. I have a lot for those cars, you know? Very England, English vehicle, E-Type. Let's say it holds more people than E-Type. Good afternoon, OEM Works. Good seeing you indeed. Oh my God, I'm getting so much cool stuff, you know? One Live Entertainment. Hope all is well, brother. We'd love to link up and gather some more visuals. Linked up at SEMA a while back, my brother. Yes, this is so sad this year SEMA was a bust, but now with how the pandemic is going, even though we have this crazy spike right now, please guys be safe. I lost the mother of a loved one this past weekend, and it is no joke. It really isn't. Next year, we should have some help on the horizon from pharma companies, and we should be able to get back to some resemblance of normalcy. So I look forward to SEMA being there again, you know? If you ever sold your Civic Wagon from heaven, how much? Thank you. Because the beautiful, yeah, I have the wagon right here. I'll try and forgive me again, once again on YouTube, you guys, but the wagon is right there. So if I was to sell it, I don't know. It costs a lot of money to build this. In my gearbox alone, just the gearbox with the gearbox and clutch assembly, it was like $15,000 in just that, just the gearbox. Not only the chassis, the engine, my turbocharger, I use a 7268 turbo. That turbo alone is about $2,200. Wow, the interior, SOS, my goodness, they did a smashing job. A very easy $4,000 interior. You kept adding it up, the paint, the interior, you know, the chassis, the wheel, it's like a $60,000 Civic. But if I was to part with it, yeah, I'll probably let it go for a little bit over half that price, maybe. I'm too generous, huh? I'm gonna grab both of them this week. Let me know, BK. I'm serious. It's right there. I'm looking at the valve covers right there. Let me know. But can you handle? The question is, BK 2 minutes. Can you handle the power? It's those engines. I made 1089 with it. It broke my dyno almost. Actually, shut it down twice, which is pretty crazy, you know? Hey, BC, love to talk to you, says Lucas Weinsberg. Check it. I would check them. Forgive me so much, Lucas. I get so many DMs daily, and it's great. I'm very fortunate that I get those, but it's challenging to catch up because I'm constantly working. My team, even me sitting down here, it's like a vacation. I'm on vacation with you guys, my family, because I'm constantly going bananas, which is good. I do need to rest more. And even Lindsay, who's up front, my assistant, and Hedy, my wife, she keep telling me, hey, BC, you need to just rest, take it easy. I'm just always constantly bananas, but it's a good thing. Have you ever been to South Africa? No. I've been to West, part of Central, but never South. But I did have the opportunity last year in Silicon Valley, and I met with, I think, 19 mayors from the South African region and had a good time with them, made many good friendships, kept in contact with many of them, and they were very welcoming. So don't be surprised if you end up seeing a Bisimoto branch or something in South Africa. They were very, very kind to us, and the technology coming out of that region is absolutely superb. I'm so impressed indeed. Good morning, Blationary. Good seeing you indeed. Hello, Ren11 brother. Long time no speak. Hope all is well with you. Wow, Urge is in the house, courtesy of Lucad F28. Do you still have the Datsun? I've never owned a Datsun, Pura. I've had customer Datsuns here we've tuned. The orange one recently with the LS swap. I have one with S2000 swap from Francis, but yeah, I haven't had an opportunity, you know. BC works hard on what he loves, says Blationary. Much respect. Thank you so much. I really love what I do. What should I study in college if I want to do what you do? So, Leighton, based upon my influence and what I tend to do much more, nowadays it's a combination of mechanical and I would say electrical engineering. Now, I studied chemical engineering, which is great because it gave me a good basis in different facets of engineering. So it gave me a good understanding of mechanical engineering because we took a bunch of classes from that curriculum. EE was an elective that we took as well, so I understand that quite a bit, and I was able to grasp the concepts quite easily. Statics, we had to do, of course. Chemistry, I had to be very good, so when it comes to fuels and all that stuff, so I guess it would be mechanical, or even what I did, chemical. Any one of those two would be good, but try and do what you can to have a broad understanding of different facets, and it will help you tremendously in your career. Let's talk about the first car that I drove that I loved. That was my dad's vehicle, but I pretty much commandeered that from him. It was a Peugeot 504, okay? First vehicle I ever owned, and this Duran's not here, so that's good, was a Nissan 200SX. That's the first vehicle I owned. Are any of these cars for sale? Says Reef. Reef, I will share this with you. Every car is for sale if they have the right number attached to them. Like I had a 964 here. I love that 964 C4. 50,000 miles, absolutely gorgeous, immaculate, original paint, single owner. Got this car, loved it, would take it out once in a while, wipe it down, drive it around, take my daughter out. It was great, right? Had a client come in here and say, hey, BC, is this for sale? No. Is it for sale? No. Maybe an offer? I'm like, okay, it's yours. Same thing, remember right here, I used to have my Black Viper. Same thing happened. Black Viper, I love that thing. My very first American supercar, and I love that Viper. First one, Ralph Gilles from FCA got me hooked on the Viper when he made me drive. He made me drive the first Gen 5 Viper off the lot. It's this beautiful white one known as Storm, and I fell in love with that car. And I went and bought one from Detroit, sight unseen, had it shipped here, put it in SEMA, which is great. Hello, Dream Automotive from the UK. And guess what? Love that car. Barely put miles on it. Did some. I used to drive down Malibu, that thing. People always pull me over because a lot of people don't even see Vipers. And guess what? I had a client come in here, not for sale, not for sale. He's like, I want it. He made an offer. I'm like, yours. So yeah, can be done, Yes, it is a CRZ. This is possibly, till today, the most powerful CRZ to ever exist. 533 horsepower. That's the first car we ever built for American Honda. This is a car that started my love for working with OEMs. We did that. We got coverage in New York Times, got coverage in USA Today, and other manufacturers, Hyundai, Ford, they all came to hey, build something for us. It was really great and did extremely well for us and allowed me to get that first taste of hybrid platforms and the benefits of electric motors. And actually, that one is for sale, so if someone wants it, let me know. I put a lot of money in that car, like ridiculous amounts of money, easily 5 figures, but I'll probably let it go for a very good price. I hope that helps. Emmy Major, courtesy of Alex Brookman, says, hello, I was wondering if you had any tips for finding internships at a company like your own. Yes, very easy, apply for one. I don't know where you're located. I don't know if it's in California or other part of the world or so on and so forth, but even anyone in your position, it wouldn't be a bad idea to visit facilities of your liking, whether speed shops or manufacturer of high horsepower or high performance components, and apply for internship. I don't care if you sweep the floor. Let me tell you something about internships. I foresee in the nearest future a time where you would have to pay to get internships. And I mean that. And what I mean by that is there's so much value in being able to come to a facility like this or facilities like AEM or like CSF or like Turbines and to gain this experience. And if you do a smashing job, the companies tend to absorb you. I've had interns come here and Hyundai grabs them or General Atomics or Northrop. I've had it happen because the value that they get from companies like this, the hands-on experience and learning and critical thinking skills is just second to none. And there's a value to that. So it's not that you're working for free, you're working for this opportunity. And as I said before, the opportunity may become even more valuable where you may have to pay a company just to get that experience. Walk in, make yourself known, talk to someone in charge of HR, talk to someone in charge of engineering, talk to the president himself. Walk through that door and ask for an internship and you'll make it happen. Ari Nathaniel was asking about 4GC3 Mitsubishi or K24. The one thing I noticed, especially with sport compacts, especially with Hondas, is there seems to be a lot of negativity in that market. I don't get it. Great platforms, great engineering. The vehicles are very tunable. The manufacturer cares about engineering, cares about the populace, cares about performance. But then it attracts a certain individual who is very, tends to be negative, especially even business owners. So what does that mean? You can go to a meet and pull up with your nice wagon, and instead of admiration, you get mad dogs or people who would nitpick the car. On the flip side, if you go to a Porsche event, even if I went to the event with an electric Porsche, when I'm driving by, people wave at each other. The camaraderie is very nice. And if someone sees something they don't like, they kind of just, okay, that's your cup of tea, that's cool. They don't go attacking or bashing you, which is strange. So the Porsche community, I just got James, Mr. JMJ, that's part of the community now. Hetty's part of the community now as well. There is a huge camaraderie that exists in the Porsche community, which is amazing. And above and beyond that, as you look at the Porsche Club of America, it is the largest car organization in the world. There's something about the camaraderie that exists in that market. And it's something that makes a joy to be able to be part of that community. Whether you're doing things like an outlaw, like Rod Emery or Magnus Walker, or you're doing really elegant, crazy madness like the guy's a singer, we all get along and come together and respect each other's craft. It's pretty good, When are you gonna paint the car pink and silver again? It's already done. I don't know if you can see the wing up there, right there, I'm pointing right there. It's already done. It's back to its normal. We did a commercial with acronym and Acer Computer, and we finished the filming, and now it's back to its normal self. So it's there already, Max PPRIV. Hello, Jeremiah 61200. Oh, James, let me know if you're coming out this Sunday, because they're having that event in Long Beach again. So I'm going to be there early morning. It'd be nice if Hetty can come out too, but it's really early. So I'm going to be out there. And I think the guys from that place want to give us a chat, So, Hetty Moto, how about in the kitchen? I saw that fire steak you made piece of plate. Yeah, Hetty's really amazing cook. Hetty, I need another one of those steaks. It was so good. I'm like salivating now. Like it was so good. Oh my God. And I had, you know what, BK 2 minutes, I had it 2 days in a row. How crazy was that? Buddy, just got a 718 Spider. What do you think you should do? Flash it and put some really cool wheels on it. Those cars take, the 718 is an amazing car. Flashing and wheels will be, and if he's local, I can actually help him out with 2 of those things. Let me know. BK2 is laughing. All right, guys. So that being said, I am starving. BK2 minutes got me going on this crazy, how should I say, steak thing. Now I'm hungry. I want to get something to eat. But Paris is asking thoughts on the Taycan, an amazing car. I want to talk about that next time. I actually did a review on YouTube. So if you go to Bisimoto YouTube page, you'll be able to see that. And speaking of YouTube, this is going to be up on YouTube in the next few days. But I'll also have it here on IGTV for you guys to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Also, if you have podcast opportunities on networks, you can hear this on your favorite ones, whether it's Spotify or iHeartRadio or Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts or Podbean, wherever you like to listen, whether you're using a loo or walking your dog or just staying safe indoors from COVID, you can listen to it. Just search for Bisimoto and I'll come up. All right, guys. Good seeing you soon. Take care. See you next week. Stay safe. Bye, everyone. Cheers. Take care.